All right. So, some very interesting and very, for me, exciting news. Uh, Before I get into this, please don't start with the whole, hey, comics gay, this SJWs. It's like, I might have to release that video about this. I don't care um, about this little tiff. I don't like when people do certain things to comic book characters that are completely not that character just because you want to write yourself into a comic book instead of doing your own crowdfunding or whatever. And I don't care about this other stuff, but this is a part of the news, so I'm adding it because it is. Because I am very excited about this. So Dale Keon has some dude, I think it was like Liam McGuire or whatever, said something, and he's joined Comicsgate, but I only heard about it because, and he's not the only person I listen to, so once again, don't start your gravy, crybaby, boo, 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 boo. I was listening to, because like I said, everyone before, I listened to a lot of different people, because I'd rather hear all the sides than the junk, half the junk that people make up. So hearing Ethan Van Sciver's stream thing or whatever, I actually heard Dale Keon on there. And it happened to be, and I don't watch usually the whole things. Sometimes the things run 4 or 5 hours. Maybe at work, if I need something long running and I don't feel like caring about science or something else, I'll toss it. So I was like, wait, Dale Keon, wow. Now, if you don't know who Dale Keon is, he is, in my opinion, the most prolific and probably best Hulk artist around. Uh, Most times if you see a Hulk image, which you'll be seeing images of some of his artwork on here, I know he's worked on The Darkness, Hulk, but the thing I remember him for is Pitt. And Pitt was like Weapon H before there was a Weapon H, but it was also like, he was kind of like the Hulk meets Wolverine meets Lobo. So he was like a space alien dude, really big. I actually have Pitt comics. I look, I'm a Hulk fan, and to me, when he was on Image's thing, I looked at that and I was like, so this is Image's version of the Hulk, and I loved it. And he had more of like Sabretooth kind of claws versus that thing. He was super strong, fighting biker gangs, doing all this cool stuff. And Pitt kind of just disappeared back in the 2000s, early 2000s. And I'm like, man, I like Pitt. Like, I think Pitt has a lot of potential to be something awesome. Well, I see Ethan Van Sciver's announcement. I seen the thing where it was like, oh, it seems like Dale Keon, Comicsgate, and apparently he has, and he's doing work for Ethan Van Sciver, which I did not know this, that he's doing the Salamandroid comic. And yes, I am also a huge fan of anthropomorphic things, animal people like Usagi Yojimbo and stuff. There are certain things that I just like, and I notice that I probably gravitate to because I love the Ninja Turtles, and I will, see things for it. So, Ethan talked a little bit about how influential this guy was for him with Cyberfrog, which was basically like Pitt, because he said he was 18 when Pitt 1 came out. I was a lot younger. But like Ninja Turtles, a few others, he took all the ideas, mashed them, and came up with something, and that's how he got Cyberfrog. Well, it seems like Dale is actually writing the Salamandroid comic, which I was like, that's awesome. Because I've enjoyed the Cyberfrog stuff. I'm waiting for the warts and all, and the other thing, I know he has the toy campaign going on, but I'm still waiting on Wrecked Planet, which is like a year late. And before people say anything, regular comics are also late, so I don't care. I'm just pointing it out. It's a fact. So I'm not, too eager to jump and back the next thing before I get the other things. But, but I know things are on their way. And I just thought this was great news because this dude draws awesome monsters. And like I said, as I'm talking, you're going to see some of the images. One of my favorite enjoyable Hulk stories was one where he went after Abomination. He ended up getting shrinking, and he was trying to tell Abomination to be better, and Abomination just, I don't know, there's something about, which you'll see the image in here. He had like a hat on and a trench coat, but it was like the most monstrous outside of the new Immortal Hulk, it was like the most monstrous. It was like this zombie kind of just looking abomination. And Hulk looked awesome because he kind of was talking regular, but he had like this jumpsuit on that kind of reminds you a little bit more like Power Man style. And it was like the boots, and he had like the V-neck open shirt. It was, I just love that look. I just love that comic. It was so cool. They were in the sewers, and he drew this, and Ethan, is going to put him through All Caps Comic, which is Ethan's publishing company, and he's after Salamandroid, like he asked the guy apparently because we were all like, okay, are you bringing back Pitt? Because Pitt in a crowdfunding thing, him getting his money would be great. And Ethan said all he wants him to do, he'll produce it, he'll do the campaign, everything. All he needs him to do is basically just do the work, and he'll handle all the other stuff. And I'm like, that's great because Ethan's very used to publishing people's stuff. I think he did like the Creed comic that's coming out from that dude. So I'm like, no, if All Caps is going to be this and that's where they're going to go, that's great. I would like to see a Pitt Cyberfall crossover. I think that would be pretty cool. Salamander. But even so, yeah, reboot Pitt from the beginning. Maybe if you want to rework some stuff. Like, but he confirmed he will be doing Pitt. He thinks it's going to be fun, and he's like, oh, look, I'm open. I don't care. Let's do it. And, Ethan was just like us, like, yo, I want to see Pitt. So we're getting Pitt again. And I think this is great. And yes, when he pops that thing, I will be backing that. I don't, like I said, people want to do, the comics. I don't even care. No, Dale Keon, I know he was doing something on Avengers. This dude, when I think of images of Hulk, his character design comes to my mind. So this is pretty freaking cool. So I'm like, this dude's character design is what breaks in my head when I think of Hulk. Trust me, you've seen his art before. He seems like he's having fun. He's in his late 50s. I think he's like 58 years old. So I think for, maybe the next 10, 15 years or more, let him crowdfund, and he'll finally get paid his proper page rates, because that's another big problem in the industry. The big two are not paying people the way they should, yet they got billion-dollar movies under their belts. So, hey, I'm down for this. Like, and Ethan already said he's paying him 3 times he would have, anything. He knows he's going to make the money back. I'm like, yeah, because if you're getting him to draw Salamandroid, I want to see what his Salamandroid looks like. Yeah. So, like I said, Dale Keon, if you don't know him, it's Pitt. Just, this is so cool. Like, he's going to bring back Pitt, and it's going to be his, it's already his, but it's going to be like his thing. He gets to restart it and tell the story the way he wants to without people trying to do stuff. Oh, this is going to be so cool. But you guys tell me what you think. Have you ever, did you realize who Dale Keon is? Are you excited that, he's now apparently a part of Comicsgate and like wholesale said hi Comicsgate and all that stuff? Are you against it? Are you like me and you're like, look, if it's a cool story, I'll get it. I don't care because I don't care about people's politics. Tell me what you think in the comments. But now that he's first off, he's doing Salamander, which I didn't know. Like I said, I don't watch all his streams and all that. But he's doing that. That's great. I can't wait to see that. And also, he confirmed he's bringing back Pitt. And I would really like to see where this goes. Geek Protagonists, you stay safe, you stay healthy, you stay real. Tell me what you think, and I'll see you.